Just a quick one today. Oh shit, I should make my bed. Oh shit. He's a fraud, he doesn't make his bed. Just a quick one today. Just wanted to emphasize the importance of having a little bit of a competitive edge in all of your endeavors, whether it be martial arts, making money, working, in the gym. I think it's always important to have that little bit of a competitive edge and to look to others and see what they're doing and think, what can I do to catch up? Obviously, if you're looking at someone on Instagram, looking at Larry Wheels, Chris Bumstead, people who have A, surgically enhanced, but also have dedicated their lives to their art, it's pointless. But look at the people around you and see, are they putting in a little bit more than I am? And what can I do to catch up? So a little story for this one is my friend Gavin. He met a friend from primary school for the first time and they were talking about gym, and he said his mate's big now. And he said that his mate benches 32 kilogram dumbbells on a dumbbell bench. I just hit 30 and I'm feeling quite proud of it this week. I did 30 for 10 reps, 4 sets. But now I can't help but feel a little bit insecure. I'm like, oh, man, Gavin's mate does 32. And I'm at the top of the rep range for 4 sets. So I'm perfectly, dynamic double progression would suggest that I should go up. So I'm gonna have that little bit of extra edge to make sure I get up to the 32s. I thought about bringing the day forward because it's due to train on a Thursday, but I thought about bringing it forward today for Wednesday. I think I'm gonna decide against that because I don't want to jeopardize my own. I don't want to fly too close to the sun. I don't want to jeopardize my own training just for some ego. But there is ego involved. I'm not going to lie to you. There is an insane amount of ego involved inside of me. And I think that's what propels me to go forwards in things like martial arts and the gym, is seeing the people around me, even my friends. If my friends are training more in a martial art, I don't want my friends to surpass me. I want to be the biggest and the strongest you don't want to be the weakest. If you're in a group of men, you don't want to be the weakest one. So you got to work hard to establish your place amongst your people. I had this conversation with my brother as well. He's quite a big boy. Growing up, he ate a little bit too much chocolate and developed a bit of a belly. He's fairly tall as well. He's not majorly tall. I'm 5'11". I imagine when he grows up, he's going to be around the same as me, 5'11", 6 foot. Not excessively tall, but he's a big boy. So growing up, he always won his fights at school. Now he's in year 6, and his best friend, he now reckons his best friend's the strongest because his best friend does rugby. His best friend's a bit of a big boy as well. So I said to him, you can't let that happen. You can't let him surpass you, because if you're ahead and somebody is surpassing you, you're doing something wrong. Another example is I help coach kids jiu-jitsu on a Thursday, and I was watching the sparring yesterday on a Tuesday. I was watching the kids sparring just before my no-gi session, and this boy, he is a grey and black belt, and he knows his stuff, but he loses focus a bit. And this boy who he played rugby with come to jiu-jitsu, he's a white belt. He's been coming for about a month now, and when they were sparring, the first round, let's say, because there was some submissions, he demolished him. He got a nice double leg, dropped him on the floor, straight into mount, got the armbar finish. It was perfect. And then after that, he just got sloppy and let it go. And this kid who's been training for a month, he took him down and submitted him twice. And I said to him, why'd you let that happen? He said, oh, he's a white belt. I don't want to go too easy. I don't want to, because, I don't want to go too hard on him. And I said, you can't, he submitted you twice as a white belt, and you only submitted him once. Yeah, don't go all out on him if you want him to learn. But you still need to establish, you need to have that mindset to establish, okay, I am superior, I am the one who is better. Because if you don't have that mindset to establish that to your peers, you're not going to be able to establish that to your enemies. So I'm now going to go to the gym either today or tomorrow. If I do it today, I've got too much ego and that's something I need to work on. If I do it tomorrow, my ego's somewhat healthy. Bang out the 32s. As long as I stay in the 6 to 10 rep range, I'm actually staying within my own progression and I'm not overstepping my limits, because 10's the top of my rep range, and with the dynamic double progression, once I'm hitting consistent 10, 10, 10, 10, I've got to move up the weight, and the next weight is the 32s. So as long as I'm staying within the 6 to 10s, that's okay. But I really want to hit the 10s. As long as I want to hit the 10 reps, because that means I can go up. I can go up to 32, 34. And now I've surpassed this person who doesn't know who I am, who lives across the country. Something to think about. I'll cut in me hitting it. I'm very confident that I will hit it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. This is actually my second time recording this conclusion because I just ramble on for too long. So I'm just gonna go straight into it. I sat down for my dumbbell bench and I warmed up with 20s, and I was feeling really sore from an accountability thing that I have with my friends, where we do a time-lapse video of 100 sit-ups, squats and press-ups, and send that to a group chat that we're in on WhatsApp. We do that every day. And I was feeling very, very sore from the push-ups. And so I done 5 reps of the 20 kilograms, and I was feeling quite sore, and the form was off, and I was very worried going into it. But I just picked up the 32s, my first set. I got 10 reps out. They were good reps. You feel that the form is a lot worse when you're underneath the dumbbells. It looks a lot worse, but when you watch it on the camera, it was very nice form. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys can correct my form in the comment section, I don't know. But I was pretty pleased with the form watching it back. Second set, I then pulled out another 10 reps. Again, the form looks good, I'm very happy with it. The third set, I only got 8 reps and I failed on the 8th rep. And it's something that I've done before, exactly, done the 10 reps twice and then failed on the 8th rep on the third set, or on the 9th rep, I got 8 reps out. And I feel it's a stability issue more than a strength issue, because for the 4th set, I'll then go and do another 10 reps. And I think what it is, it's just a mindset thing where I've accomplished the first 2 sets and then I get complacent and sloppy with my form. I think that's how it is, so I'm not going to take that as a loss. And I believe that after doing, if I did 10 reps with that set and I rested well, I could do another 10 reps on the 4th set. So with that, I am going to move up weight. I spoke to my dad and he reckons that 36 kilograms rather than 34s might be a way to progress further. If I stay within that 6 to 8 rep range at least, or at least it's above 6 reps, and then I can work up to 10 reps. He says that should be the way to go, and then eventually once I've got 10 reps on the 36s for 4 sets, I can then look to move up to the 40s and progress the same way. I'd love to move up to the 40s, I'd love to be there by the winter, but I'm on a cut right now, so I don't know how that's going to affect my lifts. I was supposed to be on a cut a month ago, but I've only really started tracking and really focusing in on my calorie deficit this week. I've not done very well with it. I have terrible eating habits. Besides that, I'm really happy with the progress that I made today, and I do think that having that competitive edge and a little bit of healthy ego is something that helps everybody go further. It's very hard to be intrinsically motivated, and sometimes to be motivated by social validation is something that can at least benefit you in terms of getting results, and then you can start looking internally. That's the premise of this video, and I hope that it gives people something to think about. I think since a young age, we're taught not to be egotistical and to not be competitive and not compare ourselves with others. But I think that is the best way to go further, is to look to surpass others. it's something to think about, and yeah, that's it.